Hey guys, Ricardo with Phastek.com. Today we're going to be installing the Chevrolet fog light kit to our 2020 Silverado. This kit will give us a better view of the road while also adding a bit of safety to ensure that we are also seen while going down the road. Now this kit will include the factory replacement fog light housings that are built with bright LEDs for superior light output, the plug-and-play wiring harness for a factory-like installation, the all-important switch that will allow us to fully control the newly installed fog lights, then finally the authorization code needed for your local dealer to reprogram your BCM for a flawless operation. This package is a 100% Chevrolet accessories kit that works on the trucks without the task lighting. Don't worry, you guys, with the task lighting option, there is a kit available for you as well, and it will install in the same way. The difference between the kits only comes down to the new headlight switch that will be needed for your specific model with the factory options. As I said before, the kit will need to have the BCM reprogrammed by your local Chevrolet dealer. Simply schedule an appointment with your service department and give them the authorization code on this piece of paper included with the kit, and they will take care of you from there. Starting with the interior, we are going to remove the side dash panel to access the screws holding the switch panel in place. With the panel removed, remove the two Torx screws holding the panel to the dash. Once the screws are removed, grab the panel from the top and bottom, then pull the panel away from the dash to pop it out of its retaining tabs. Unclip the electrical harnesses connected to the panel on the back side. With the panel side, we are going to remove the factory headlight switch and swap it for the new switch that will have the fog light button. On the side of the switch there will be 4 retaining tabs. Using a small screwdriver and applying pressure on the switch side, release the retaining tabs on the side of the switch. Then reinstall the new provided switch. Now we can reinstall the switch panel to the dash, making sure we reconnect the electrical harnesses. Taking the single wire harness, we are going to feed it under the carpet from the passenger side to the driver's side. The single wire on the driver's side will have to be inserted into the brown connector. Remove the connector and locate pin number 10. Loosen the clip that locks the pins in place to the connector. Then you can insert the wire into the correct pin location. Now you can reinstall the brown connector to the BCM. The other side of the wire on the passenger side will have to be fed through a grommet in the firewall. Feed the wire through and pull the excess through the engine bay. At this time, we will have to disconnect the negative terminal from the battery before we can make the other electrical connections at the fuse box. Remove the fuse box cover. Disconnect the positive battery terminal and lay the harness to the side. Loosen the 4 screws holding the terminals to the fuse box. With the fuse box loosened, remove it from its location. Using a small screwdriver, remove the retaining tabs holding the green connector in place. The green connector will have the terminal locations needed for the harness. Locate terminals B3 and C3 to make our connections. B3 will come from the fog light harness, and C3 will come from the firewall connection fed through earlier. Loosen the main portion of the connector to access the backside of the terminals. Feed both wires to the bottom side of the terminal to make the connections to the correct locations. Once the connectors are made, you can reassemble the connector and reinstall the fuse box harness. With the fog light harness terminal installed, you can feed the remaining harness down to the lower bumper. Pull back on the fender liner to access the back side of the headlight. Disconnect the headlight harness and install the fog light harness in line with the headlight connector. This will ensure we have the correct signal so the fog lights will operate correctly. On the bottom side of the bumper, feed the fog light harness through the back side of the bumper to each of the locations of the fog lights. There is a short and long side to the harness. The short side will go to the passenger side, the long side will go to the driver's side. With the harness in place, you can remove the 3 retaining bolts holding the factory block off and then install the fog light housing reusing the same hardware. Repeat this process on the other side. Once the fog lights are in place, make the electrical connections to complete the installation. There you have it, guys. After getting a bit dirty with the coated frame, the Chevrolet fog light kit went together fairly easy, being that most of it was plug and play. Now all we have to do is simply push the fog light button to enable the fog lights when we want them. With the kit complete, we can drive with a bit more confidence, knowing that we're going to light up the road more. We did have our local dealer program our BCM already, so we can show you the final result. And as you can see, things are going to look much better when going down the road. As always, thank you for watching. If you would like any more information about this kit, go ahead and click the link in the description. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for our future videos.